Hello, we are Jolby. I'm Josh, and this is Colby. And like you said, we are Jolby. We're a design illustration studio here in Portland. We met in art school in 2005 and have been collaborating on projects ever since. We're storytellers, and we wanted to do stuff outside of our day jobs that allowed us to tell stories through art. We've done artwork for bands, for Fortune 500 companies. We've had art shows around the world, and you know, we find great pleasure in having a concept in everything we do. And that brings us to our new book that we just self-published, The King's Sixth Finger.
The book is about a king who's obsessed with the number 5. He has 5 points on his crown, 5 hairs on his head. He has 5 moats around his castle. He has 5 knights on 5 horses. Kind of get the picture. So one day he wakes up and he's grown this 6th finger, and his whole perfect world of 5s kind of comes to an end. The idea came to us a few years back, and we teamed up with local writer Rachel Roelke to finish the book. After it was written and the illustration process started, we began to approach publishers to help us get the book out, but we were really freaked out when they said they wanted a huge creative hand in it. So we kind of reeled back and said, you know, this is our baby, let's figure out how to do this on our own. It's been a really rewarding process for us. So when we did decide to do that, we turned to Kickstarter, which you are all very familiar of, which takes this next point kind of out. But it's an online resource for people who want to fund their creative projects, and this is our Kickstarter page. We had a really awesome response from our audience in the past through online sales of our art. We've done a lot of art shows, like Josh said. So we thought, let's get it to the people that we know and people who really like our art and see if they'll help us back this project. So with Kickstarter, you can do kickbacks, which was our huge draw. We did about 15 of them. $5 would get you on a weekly email list. You could stay updated with the project. Somewhere in the middle, you could get drawn into the book, which unfortunately no one did, all the way to $5,555, because the king's obsessed with 5. You could have us fly out, we'd paint a mural and read the book to your class.
So we thought that our donations would, we didn't think that we'd hit our goal at all. And then we thought that everything would just come from our family and friends. But 40% of the people that donated to the book we had no idea who they were. They were people that just came to Kickstarter and found our project. And it was pretty amazing. We raised $2,000 in 24 hours, and we hit half our goal in 2 weeks and our whole goal in 4 weeks. And then we passed our goal.
And everything after that was just kind of icing on the cake. So to keep our backers connected to the book, we gave them weekly updates, which included a lot of photos like this, sketches of us making the book, sneak peeks, videos of the process. We were really, really generous in rewarding our backers. And I think that really helped us to get them to tell the story and to get the project out so we can get more backers. And that's what happened.
Is it me? We have the book. It's done. It's in our hand. We got it. We just got it a week ago, and we're super excited. We actually just went to, if a lot of Portlanders here, we did Crafty Wonderland, and we got to sit in front of the people that bought the book and donated and listen to them read it to their kids and hear stories about them reading it, and it meant a lot to us. And to that, now we have to send all the books out to the people that donated. So we spent all day today at the post office mailing a lot of books, and they were not thrilled. Everyone mailing, Christmas gifts. We were sending 120 books out.
And the receipt was the length of this room.
Yeah, it was crazy. It just kept coming out. I'm like, oh man, this is amazing.
So since we self-published, our next step is to get the book to the masses. And we sell it online, of course, and it's hard for us to go to our distribution company. So we have it in Powell's right now, 1011 Empire, a couple other local shops, but we're going to start knocking on every door we can as soon as we reward all of our investors, which is our kind of initial to-do. So hopefully, if it goes well, we'd love to do a second edition with a publisher, maybe ramp up the printing, do something exciting or crazy. And we just want to work with publishers in general. We had a blast illustrating this children's book. It's something that we really want to continue to do. It's our very first book. We've gotten a huge response to it. And to kind of advance the book we have made a lot of fine art prints based on the artwork from the book, which you can see here. So we took some ideas that were really, represented on a really small scale and blew them up to further tell the story in this world of King Mortimer, who has this odd sixth finger. And for us, it adds a really unique avenue to, like I said, continue telling the story of our king.
So, as Colby said, we're going to move forward. We're going to try to get the book out everywhere we can and move forward. And we have a lot of ideas for more children's books, and just going to keep on trucking. We actually just went full-time as Jolby, so we are going to be trying our hardest to become full-time children's book illustrators. So we're really excited. We're going to be having an exhibit of the making of the book at Together Gallery at the end of January. We're going to do readings for kids, and it should be pretty exciting. Again, this is just more work from the book that we made into prints and such.
And we got really obsessed with the number 5 as we drew it. So if you look, he has 5 eyes, the guy with the 5 curls on each side of his mustache. And then in the next frame, you'll see there's, 5 lines on the knight's helmet and 5 feathers. So we became more OCD as we made this book. But yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah, it was also hard. I do the patterns and such, and it was hard to try to do multiples of 5s and those swirls and such, but I stopped.
We're detoxing from the 5.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.